short for a stormtrooper?
What's up, my friends? It is the Short Stormtrooper, of course, and welcome back to another episode of the Imperial Cantina. Now, if you guys are brand new here, which I'm sure a lot of you are, you're probably sitting there going, what the hell is this? What's going on? Well, Imperial Cantina is a series that I have going on my channel where I just like to sit down and talk with you guys about whatever. It may be a current issue that's going on, I may be reviewing a movie, I may be talking to you guys about a specific topic. Could be anything, movies, music, anything that's going on. Just a chance for me to sit down here in my chill corner here and just kind of like talk to you guys one-on-one, kind of like start a discussion. So for today's episode of the Imperial Cantina, I am going to be talking about the infamous anti-cheese edits. Now, the anti-cheese edits are by far my favorite edit of the Star Wars prequels. If you're completely unaware of what the anti-cheese edits are, what they are is a re-edit, a fan re-edit of the prequels, and basically it's by Mr. Jeremy M. West Esquire, who is the one who did the anti-cheese edits. I believe it was actually one of the very first prequel edits ever up on YouTube. He inspired a lot of people to go forward and do their own edits. And what he brilliantly did with these edits of the prequels was he took out all of the crap that made the prequels so child-oriented and kid-oriented, and that's it. He just basically removed all of the crap that was clouding up the stories of the prequels, so that what you're just left with is the skeleton of the story. And I don't think there's a Star Wars fan out there that can argue that the skeletons, the basics of the story of the prequels are good. They're great stories, but they just weren't executed right. And to some people, this is my opinion. I know there's a lot of people out there that love the prequels, and that's great, In my opinion, though, this was the edit that I preferred to watch. Mr. Jeremy M. West Esquire did a brilliant job editing. I mean, I remember the first time that I ever watched the Phantom Menace. I mean, what he did with the pod racing sequence and the entire ending sequence of the movie was just genius. I mean, the pod racing sequence, for once I was on the edge of my seat. It was a white-knuckled thrill ride. It was loud, it was fast, it was dirty, it was gritty, it was everything that pod race was supposed to be, absent of all of that kiddie stuff that was just clouding up the entire story. It's just a straight racing sequence. The same thing goes for the end of the movie, like the entire third act of the movie. What he does is he edited the movie so it just moved at this very tight, quick pace. And once again, all of the crap, is completely gone. Jar Jar Binks on the battlefield of Naboo, racking his nuts on the tank and then, ooh-wee, and then taking it for a ride. All that stuff is gone. It's just straight battle sequences. There's a ground battle, there's a space battle, and there's an epic lightsaber fight. And that's what he did. He edited it tight, so there's just those sequences play out exactly as they should have. That's how the movie should have played out in my eyes, anyway. And that's why I love these edits so much, is because, another perfect example of something that he did was he gave Jar Jar Binks and the Neimoidians alien voices and subtitles. Imagine that! Wow, the way they were supposed to be portrayed, and just by doing that simply, Jar Jar Binks becomes just another figure in the background. He becomes a completely likable character because he's just some random Gungan who owes, Qui-Gon Jinn a life debt, and he's just there on the adventure in the background. All of a sudden, he's not an annoying character. He made Jar Jar Binks not an annoying character. I mean, that should be enough said for him, right away, right there. I mean, I love it. Like I said, I'll never forget the first time I saw the Phantom Menace. It just changed my outlook on the prequels. It renewed my love for the prequels. That's what it did. And I thank him every day for that. I mean, it's just amazing. Now, what has happened here? Why I'm doing this video in the first place? You guys might be thinking that I'm doing this video to give a full review of the anti-cheese edits, but I'm not. I'm here to discuss the fact that they are now gone from YouTube. Wow, surprise, surprise, huh? Disney decided to just nix out another of the famous fan-made prequel edits on YouTube. Now I'm not going to sit here and go into, all this copyright detail. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, F you Disney, all this. I know they got copyright stuff going on. I know that there's all kinds of legalities and all that stuff. But it rubs me the wrong way when Disney goes after these small YouTubers. Because in a lot of ways, I consider these fan edits of the prequels to be fan movies, to be Star Wars fan movies. They're no different from the any other fan movie that Star Wars creators make, except that it's not their material. It's already been put into production by Lucasfilm. But in many ways, it's a fan film because they're giving people a different version of the prequels to watch, which is what I prefer. I'm not sitting here knocking you if you like the prequels. If you love George Lucas's edits of the prequels, fantastic. That's awesome. You grew up with the prequels, as many fans did out there. They grew up with the prequels, and they are so attached to the prequels, and they love George Lucas's edits of the prequels, and that's fantastic. But however, I prefer a different edit of the prequels. I preferred the anti-cheese edit. I preferred Jeremy M. West Esquire's version. And like I said, I'm not going to go into legalities. If you guys want to check out actually Jeremy M. West Esquire's full video on why they took down the anti-cheese edits, he actually did a full video on it explaining everything. I'll link that down below, so please go over and check that out. Give him some love, give him some support, give him a subscribe to as well if you want to. But basically, like I said, I'm not going to get into it, but they're gone. Like that Disney came on YouTube and they deleted them. You ask Mr. Jeremy M. West Esquire right now where you can find an edit of the anti-cheese prequel, the prequel edits online right now. You ask him where you can find them. He doesn't know. Even he doesn't know. They're gone. Disney just deleted them off of the internet completely. Nobody knows where they are anymore. I mean, somebody might know where they are, but I don't know where they are now, and most of the fans don't know where they are. And it's just kind of like, it puts this sour taste in your mouth as a Star Wars fan. Because it's like Disney's like, oh, wow, you made that edit, they made that edit of the prequels, wow, that's really fun, that's really creative, that's really imaginative, that's really great, that's so wonderful, I'm so happy that you did that, wow, that's really fantastic, okay, that's not yours, okay, we're gonna put that up. It's like, what the hell? It's like we enjoyed, millions of people watched the anti-cheese edits. Millions of people were fans of those edits. And they just, here comes Disney, who realistically, Disney owns freaking half the planet. These guys have so much money and so much resources that they could buy property on the moon. They have so much resources, they have so much control. And they're sitting here going after these tiny little YouTubers for making these fun fan edits that renewed people's love for the prequels. Why'd you take it away from us? We were just getting back into loving the prequels again and you just nixed it out of our lives. Why can't you just leave these people alone? It's just, like I said, I consider these fan films. I consider these edits to be these are fan creations of these films. And not only are they fans' creations of these films, but they renewed our love for the prequels. We were excited about watching The Phantom Menace, Attack of the friggin' Clones. We were excited about watching these movies again because they were edited in such a fantastic way to us that made us want to attach ourselves to the prequels again. Something that we've been lost from for such a long time. And there it was, we had it again and they took it away from us. So it's just bizarre to me that they do these things. In the first place, it's like, why can't you just leave these people be? Just let them make their movies. Have YouTube be the free for all that it is, where you can go online and you can just get anything. You can watch any edit of anything that you want to watch. Again, I can't sit here and I know there's copyrights and legalities. I'm not sitting here, but maybe what I am saying is that maybe it's time for people to kind of step back from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it go, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let us live. Let us exist as fans the way that we want to exist as fans, I guess, is what I'm saying. So that's going to wrap up this this episode of the Imperial Cantina. I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope you guys were made more aware of the situation of what's going on. And if you guys love the anti-cheese edits too, please share your love down below in the Great White Void. Or if you guys have another edit that you like to watch completely, let me know about it. If it's something that you think that I should check out as well, link that down below. Let me know about it so I can check it out. Or if you love George Lucas's edits of the prequels, tell me why you love those, why those are your favorite movies. As always, leave all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the Great White Void. And I'll be doing another episode of Imperial Cantina. Let me see. When do I have it up there as I check out my schedule over there? I got another Imperial Cantina coming up on January 27th, where I'm going to be discussing the movie Brick, made by Rian Johnson, and what that can mean for episode 8. So stay tuned for that. In about 2 weeks, I'll be doing that episode of Imperial Cantina. And thank you guys for joining me once again. May the Force be with you all. And as always, until next we meet, stay in that galaxy far, far away.